What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Surtur is November's season pass card, a 3-cost, 5-power card with the ability after you play a card with 10 or more power, this gains plus 3 power. Which, yeah, you know, you guys don't really need me or this video to tell you that that's a pretty good ability and a pretty good stat line cost to power ratio. We know that the card is going to be good, but is it a must grab? Is he going to be able to synergize with a bunch of other cards? Is he narrow by application? We're going to break all that down today. But first, after playing the card for a good amount, what were my immediate thoughts? Let's just get right into it and go to the star ratings. Let's go to kick things off with the competitive factor. How good is he in Marvel Snap? How good do I see him being in the future of this meta and moving forward? And I can tell you guys confidently, yeah, he's a good card, right? The guy, no matter really where you play him, what deck you have, you're going to have probably a couple of cards, at least one, with 10 plus power, making him an easy 3-8 up to 3-11. And that's crazy for a 3-cost card that he has. Now, if you do draw him late, then he only has the 3-5, and that's probably the worst he's going to be in the deck that you play him in. But he's got enough synergy, and there's enough cards out there, plus there's enough cards that will come out with 10 plus power to make sure that this card's going to be good for a long time coming. Now, another thing that I did like about him is if you only play one card, let's say, with 10 plus power, he goes up to that 3-8. And when you end on turn 6, you're able to get him to that 3-11. He kind of has that Athena feel, if you guys know what I mean, where like your opponent kind of forgets that he continues to climb that power. And so he has a little bit of that surprising factor as well. Now, when it comes to the fun category, look at, you know, he's big power. He's nice stats. So do with that as you will. I'm going to give him a 2 here just because he doesn't have an ability that screams crazy fun, but playing big power does equal big fun. And so, you know, depending on who you are, maybe you have this category a bit higher, but he's got plenty of good stars in the other category. I'll get him 2 as far as the fun factor. Flexibility. I thought this would have been a lot lower, but I gotta say, guys, I do think that he will be in way more decks than just the big Scar ones. Obviously, that's his best home. Scar is going to be his best synergized card. However, so many decks have cards that can make him bigger. And that does give us the question, will you want to play him as just that 3-8? Where do you want to play him? How many decks will he ultimately end up in? I kind of view him in some ways as that Red Hulk for the 6-cost cards, but for 3 costs, where you just kind of want him in a ton of different decks that do make sense for his build. I'm going to give him a 3.5 here, which I think is probably a bit more generous than I thought, and we're going to have to see as time moves forward, but yes, definitely a flexible card. And then lastly, we have stability, and this is always the one that if you see a really good card in Marvel Snap, sadly, this is going to get a low ranking. I just don't see it. I don't see how this card is going to stay how it is. I mean, Second Dinner is a bit more protective of their season pass cards, so he's definitely going to stay this way at least for a month, maybe till the end of the year, but there's just no way, no shot that this guy doesn't get a 3-4, whatever it might be, which would still make him 10 power. And that's probably the first route that they're going to go before they mess with the plus 3 power gain. So yeah, I told you, you don't really need me or the video to tell you that he's good. Obviously, you knew he was going to be good before coming here because of just, well, he's great. He's a big fire demon. He can't be bad. But let's go ahead and talk about his synergized cards outside of just the big 10 power ones, which I'm going to have a nice graphic telling you all the 10 plus power cards that you can use to activate them. Keep in mind, the cards have to be 10 plus power in your hand before they're played, so something like a Devil Dinosaur is not going to work. But what are the other synergized cards, the MVPs for Synergy? Let's hop in. So let's go ahead and start with the MVPs for Jack Charizard, and you guys guessed it. Yes, Scar is going to be his best friend. They like each other because you can go ahead and discount Scar with the cards that you play to get him bigger, but then also you can get him big enough to have Scar discounted and activate him. There's just a bunch of kind of duo partnership going on here with the 2 ripped giants. But on top of that, we have cards like Armor and Cosmo to protect your big, powerful cards, or Surtur himself. Also just really good to be throwing into a lot of your decks. I would say Armor is probably the best option there. Magic is also a good shout for Synergy because typically your bigger cards are going to cost more, and so having an extra turn does flow nicely, and maybe you didn't draw him by turn 3. You can get him down and then start activating him from there. I do like cards like Moon Girl and even Frigga to get maybe 2 of these guys on the board, or get 2 She-Hulks. I think She-Hulk is the other one that I just want to shout out. A discounted top tier big power card that's just easy to get big. Now, outside of that, guys, the other cards that you could utilize are Gwenpool, Okoye, Nakia. These are able to get some of your other cards in that 8-9 power range up to 10 power so that you could utilize them with Surtur. But really, let's focus on the big bads. Not the old big bads that they've gone away with, with the big bad power cards that can activate Surtur. So outside of some options like, let's say, Apocalypse that can build up to said power, we have the immediate obvious ones like Atuma, Crossbones, Cool Obsidian, Typhoid Mary, and Arrow, with the less played ones like Black Cat and Helicarrier. And if you can tell that all these cards with 10 power do have some type of, thing that stops them from being played, and so War Machine is kind of a nice shout for Coal Obsidian, Crossbones, and some of these cards that we'll talk about here in a moment. She-Hulk and Sasquatch I love because there's conditions to get their cost even cheaper alongside Scar, as we said earlier, to get that easy big power out on the board to get him even beefier. And of course, guys, you can sort by the power, but Thanos, Orca, Hulkling, we have Hulk, Magneto, Death, Red Skull, Agatha, which you'd be crazy, but I guess you could do it, Destroyer, Giganto, and Infinite. Quick timeout, pull you out of the illusion here, guys. Editing Cozy here. There's a mistake that I made while making the video. Guys, Surtur is going to work with 10 power after it resolves. So things like Hulkbuster, Black Panther, Venom are going to trigger the card, which is massive for his flexibility, and that probably bumps him even higher, maybe even making it a 5-star card, and flexibility definitely higher. Devil Dinosaur, ongoing cards that can gain power. All of this will work with him. Agony and him are kind of weird. It depends which ones you do play first. And then a little weird thing that happened, if you get Surtur to 10 power, he can't trigger himself. So Hulkbuster going onto a card does trigger that. Massive difference in what was said and or what we kind of thought, and it does explain one of the battles that you'll see in today's video. Anyway, yeah, man, I think it's kind of big, so I had to include this. Let's get back to the video. So just how many of these big guys can you put together to make a deck that is competitive? That's what we're going to find out today, and this is the deck that I cooked up with for today. Now, in today's deck build, we're going to keep things relatively simple with a deck I like to call Burnt Offerings, a deck where we're going to sacrifice or use our low-costed cards to play big, powerful, game-ending, high-stat plays. And that kicks off with cards like Nico, who obviously is one of the best one-costs in the game. Her cloning ability is really good here, but also destroying to draw. Things like the Hood to get into your Surtur or some of your bigger cards is definitely why she earns a spot in the deck, alongside her other two one-cost cards in Zabu and Hood. Obviously, these are going to help Coal Obsidian, but the Hood also has synergy with Atuma. You can use Atuma to kill him and get rid of that -3 power, alongside playing more one-cost cards, give you more chances to get cooldown. Zabu, obviously, ton of synergy with the deck earlier that you can play him, and depending on your starting hand, you'll be able to see if you're going to get mass amount of value, allowing you to play a couple cards on turn 6. We've got Armor and Cosmo that are pretty much essential in these builds. You have to protect these giant cards you're playing down, and Cosmo is also just great to counter a lot of the meta decks out there at the moment. Alongside Shadow King, who's probably going to be the flex spot of this deck. You can kind of put whatever card that you want here, but I think Shadow King carries a lot of value to tech against some of this deck's weakness. And then we land on the Season Pass card in Surtur. And listen, guys, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cards to power him up. Atuma, Crossbones, Coal, Typhoid, and Scar. A lot of the times you can get Scar as a free play, or at the very least a 2-cost play. And listen, when you get Surtur, obviously play him down on turn 3 as soon as you can, but don't be afraid to play your big power cards. You don't always have to get him up huge. If you do draw him on turn 5, for example, you're still getting a 3-8 play, maybe discount the Scar. You've got 2 different objectives with the deck. Also, what's great about Demon is you can get easy priority to play Crossbones. Kind of keep in mind that you want to make one lane somewhat heavy to get Crossbones down if you do have him in your opening hand. And ultimately, what I love about this deck and Surtur's addition to it is it's really hard for your opponent to compete with the lanes that you play these cards in. You can overwhelm your opponent and just put a lot of 10s in multiple lanes, and they don't know where to play and how to beat them, or you can go and focus on 2 with the help of cards like Armor and Cosmo to protect your big static cards. I also like to leave Surtur in his own lane for a while just because he builds up so nicely, and I've seen from my play that opponents kind of tend to avoid where he's played at. Pretty straightforward deck, guys. We're going to show you how the gameplay works, but again, this has worked for me really well. Opening day of the season to climb up ranks very quickly, and overall just good to slam giant power. All right, they're skipping turn 1. We have a Quantum Realm and the Zabu. Do I want to give my next card +2 power? No. We play Zabu middle to get things kicking off. Okay, we got the variant that won the Armor. Rip Howard, the Duck Enjoyers that wanted that one. Olympia getting 2 cards is pretty sick. We got the Surtur now that we could definitely play down. I don't mind playing this here and then building this up. We do have Coal that we're going to have to play that we really can't play down anywhere. I also don't hate him here. Let's go with Surtur over here. Yeah, he goes Cosmo. And dude's playing a pretty similar deck to ourselves. Ooh, we can draw. Oh, okay. We have a pretty cool play line here. I'm thinking, yeah, we just go with this. I mean, even though this would set it to 2, it's still pretty nice. And then we end up protecting over here. We've got a Tuma down to a 3. Draw 2 more. We'd end up with all of our cards turn 5. Play Shadow King and him together. Do we even need to do all this? Or is it just better to play big card? Let's go with this. Because then we can also play Cold left side. Okay, so he's going to go Crossbows left. Quantum Realm is going to be nice to be winnable. We can throw that down and Demon to put a lot of pressure. That's going to boost that up. The Atuma can be played in either lane, which is also nice. We have the pressure on Quantum, which I love. Let's go with this. We are... Man, this guy's playing like the same deck. I wonder if he would sacrifice a card here. All right. Should we just win these two? We just make sure we win these two. We have the Scar too, so his Scar's a 2, which is a little scary, but we have the Surtur up. He's probably going to go for the lane that he feels like he can win. This pretty much washes out a bit, and he's going to go up some anyway, but will he just go middle? We'll find out. I'm not going to play anything middle. I kind of wanted to a little bit, but I feel... Because of the Surtur, I feel like the Typhoid's is a fine play there. And look at that, it is. All right, well, he had the Symbiote Spider-Man. I don't think I was guessing that. We both kind of ignored the middle because of the... We just had big cards to play, right? I thought he was going to possibly win that, but no, we came out on top, and that just shows, you know, you draw the Surtur, you're looking pretty good. Alrighty, guys, so we have all of our 4s, so this is about as bad as it gets to start things off. The only good note is if we can draw the hood, which we can't because we suck. If we can draw the hood, we can play in a bar with no name here. Psylocke, I mean, very, very rough start for us here, guys, but, you know, it is what it is. He's probably going to have Surtur too to start things off. Hopefully we do too. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, let's go to get that down now and start to put up some competitive play over there. He's got one, of course, and then he goes Nightcrawler as well. I do like the Nightcrawler flex for the Cool Obsidian. He gets the bonus power. Things are looking rough over here for Team Cozy. I suppose we throw in Typhoid Mary now, but we kind of want to throw her over here as well. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and throw her right side. I don't love it, but at least it gives us the edge. Yeah, he's going to put Crossbones over there. We are going to get our bonus power, damn it, if it means throwing this game or not. All right, there's the Zabu. That can help us for the Coal Obsidian. Let's go Zabu here, and then we can throw the Crossbones right side to ensure that we win that. Okay, so can we get the hood and win the game? No, life hates us. I don't feel great about this one, guys. I feel like just the opening draws weren't exactly great. And this going down to a 9 because of an idiot doesn't let us play our Scar. Scar in the middle would win the Monster Metropolis thing with the Cosmo to boot. I don't think we're going to win this. I mean, probably putting Cosmo over here for the extra 2 might be worth it. I don't feel great. If he goes up to 33, okay, we go up to 29, 31. He would win with one of the 10 power cards he's probably going to play anyway. So, yeah, I think sadly, I think we do lose this. I don't think we have a way to win this. Although he just played a Tuma that's going to kill... Well, hold on now. Oh, my God. Was that a tie? It's a tie? Oh, my God. Well, that was pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. that was sick. Oh, my God. I love this, man. Hingle McCringleberry. Only 2 thrusts. No more. What a classic. Key and Peele, man. Key and Peele have some bangers. They also have some, like, pretty garbage content. Now, the garbage isn't, not the funniest, but the ones that hit, they freaking hit. Zabu. The I'm Retired one is like a hidden gem. Like, everyone knows Substitute Teacher. There's one that's called I'm Retired that I always thought was really funny. Nico. +2 the next card I play. So Cole goes down. That's going to hurt the Surtur if we do get one. That's interesting. Let's play Nico over here. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Spider-Ham. Crossbow's getting huge value there. Ooh, Sinister. London is spicy. The best I could have here is 11, so we might as well just play this out now, yeah? And then maybe it goes left, which would be nice. Okay, there we go. That's a huge win. That's a I'm gonna retreat as soon as possible. Watch this. Let's get into retreat just ASAP. Man, these games are gonna be short-lived, man. We don't got a lot going on here. We could throw the Scar here. Yeah, because then we have 11 in the middle. And then we could just do a Cosmo to protect everything. Go, but Kringleberry cannot make up his mind. All right, Scar. Do I feel like this guy can beat me, or do I just throw out a Cosmo and know that he can't, right? I kind of want to do that towards the end, but I also just want to do it now. I don't even care if I can't play cards. I'm going to go with this now. He would have to win both lanes. I just don't think he can, especially without on reveal. This is how we'll know. This is how we'll know. There it is. There it is. It was the Cosmo. It was that protection. I think he had a Shang-Chi. Felt pretty good about Shang, but no Surtur, no problem. Drawing a 1-cost card is pretty cool. Let's get the hood down now. Play this with the Atuma. We got Zabu as well, so we can go Demon. Yeah, we got a lot of cool plays here. Let's do this. We can play Cole now anywhere we want to if we get him. Invisible Woman. Okay, so probably Killmonger hiding behind that, which is ultimately fine. Mojo World. Well, it'd be a bummer if someone did this. Let's go and throw the Cosmo down middle. And I think we're going to snap. Because anything that you hide behind an Invisible Woman, you throw a Cosmo down, it's an instant retreat. Or C3. Typhoid. I think I'm going to do this right here. Armor and Shadow King together. Gwenpool now has me completely confused on what this guy is trying to accomplish. We do have the Cole we can play now. We've got a lot of good happening. Let's go ahead and do this, though, right here. No Surtur. Don't know why Marvel Snap hates new card gameplay. There, oh, look at who decides to show up at the end, coming at the final whistle. We could do this for a U.S. agent to be protected, and then slam down the Coal Obsidian for the extra big boost of power. You love to see it all, unless, no, there's really nothing that I'm too worried about here. We'll go ahead and play this out. We got a little power on the left side. Let's see what this guy decides to do. We want him to play cards left side. That'd be best case scenario. A lot of cards. That would be a lot of cards. Did he play that perfectly? Watch this. Hold on now. You gotta be kidding me. Oh man, he played Mysterio perfectly there. What a god, this thing got freaking 2 power. Insane. Marvel's Muffin. Okay, we have Deep Space. 2 of our 4 costs. We have 2 left. So I'm wondering if Zabu's just best in Deep Space. Probably not. Deep Space is a really good location for this deck between Atuma, Crossbones, Typhoid. So we're happy with that. You do have Surtur in the opening hand too. That right there is annoying though. And this is tough. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't do us any good. So does this guy have the same card? Okay, a little bit of different flair, but pretty much same card. Marvel Muffin. We can make a copy of a card which is sick. This is kind of awkward. Let's just go with Surtur here for now. All right, the Hood, Typhoid, Demon. Ooh, okay. So this is really cool. I would probably snap on this. Typhoid over here, Nico right here. That leads us into a potential Hood, into another 4, or into Scar. And then go from there. Okay, we got Deep Space. There's the Demon. And Coal Obsidian. So let's play down the Demon now. This is going to not give us a Demon back, so we don't want to do that. We'll put the Demon here. Put Scar there. He's out of here before we can even have fun. It's just lame. It's just lame. It's the beginning of the season, man. Play some snap. But as you guys can see, we were going to tear this guy, and our Surtur was going to go up to a friggin' high. 14. Magneto. Necrosha. We have Zabu, Typhoid, Cole, couple 4. Zabu still gets some value. Obviously we want to play him where we want to play Cole, so we can line up the 3 of these in on the right side. Probably gonna do just that. Let's get Armor down, get Cole over there. Might get Typhoid over on Necrosha. Okay. See, I feel pretty good here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna snap. We're gonna see if this guy stays. I feel like he probably. There's a good chance he won't. This gets us to 8. Yeah, let's just play this here, even though it kind of messes up my plans a bit. Now, I don't think Surtur is going to get his power till Cole reveals at the end, even though I play it. I wonder, does he... There's no way he'd get the power before that. It would spoil what I'm doing. Ooh, Electro. Why would he not put that in the middle? All right, Crossbones. Throw Crossbones there. Throw Crossbones here. I mean, let's throw them there, because why not? I guess we could also throw them on... we could throw this on Holla, but it does give them a slight advantage. Let's go and get our benefit now and play it right here. Yo, what? Why did he not get the power? After you play a card with 10 plus power, this gains +3. This was 10 plus. I get that Necroshaw happened, but wouldn't it still... After you play it, like I played it down. I guess it's... Okay, you learn something new every day. I did not know that. That's news to me. Well, that changes some things. Let's get Typhoid down so that we can at least get the discount on Scar. Okay. I mean, I feel like we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, he's going to retreat. Yeah, I was going to just go maybe Scar, Shadow King to the right. That's a bit weird, though, man. I don't think I knew that. I should have, I guess, by it, but the way that it... I don't know. Am I stupid, guys, or am I seeing something here? Hello. We just got Surtur from a freaking Campla High start. What a way to get things going. This is nice for Nico, but we're gonna hold on to it for now. Sable's actually really good right now against these style of decks, because if you hit one and make it 8, it hurts pretty bad. Like that, man. Like that Cole just got massive value. I might just play Nico here just to put a little bit of heat. Woof. Okay, so the good news is This watch this be another 10. I guess it has a good chance to be one, huh? Scar? Oh, man, see? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to... Getting the Surtur down now is nice, but this turns into a demon. Obviously, whatever we play goes into a demon. And this is going to ensure that we have, like, extra ramp. And so I think this is probably the way to go. I still can't believe that we got the deck... Or the card that's going to help our deck out. Arguably the most. All right, there we go. We got that extra power. I think Surtur now is the way to go, right? Like, hit him with this, build this up, and then protect this lane. He has nothing to go up to a 9. I doubt it. The werewolf. We're going to play this here. And let's play the Zabu here. I don't love it, but it hurts him pretty badly. I can't, for the life of me, get people that don't retreat. I'm going to hit him with the Iceman. Again, this is like my 10th retreat. Okay, so now we've got the hood here, opening hand. I guess we can try to destroy that. You know, obviously, if we don't, Coal Obsidian can be played there, but we already get the demon, so that right there is best case scenario. Ooh, we have a lot of 4s left in the deck. We play the armor now, but yeah, let's just go ahead and spread the love here. Okay, we give him a free Bass Play. Agent Venom, that's probably a pretty good opener. If I were to guess. I think we could probably beat these decks though right now, especially now that he has 2 cards occupying that middle lane. Big House is problematic, but we do have Crossbones, which is huge for us. Let's go and play him down. Atuma can go in the middle. All right, so Cassandra Nova single-handedly counters most of our deck at this point. But it is what it is. We're going to throw Atuma down now. He's going to snap. I think I'm going to play down... Well, we'll figure it out. Copy a card. We have Typhoid. Let's give ourselves 2 chances. I'm going to go with the Cosmo to protect the big house. That's dead. I wonder if he's going to go... Okay, the Iron Man's going to go middle.
Iron Man.
Does he just double Iron Man play that, probably? The Shadow King's kind of huge. Shadow King's really huge there, because both these guys go down to... This goes to 4, and then we would go on the 50-50. Shadow King here, though, gets rid of the Iron Man and probably whatever else he plays, and then this is also another 50-50, so let's just go with this. We have a lot of ways to win and a lot of ways to lose. Let's see if he just goes like Mystique. I love the Shadow King mid here. Oh my god. Well, we won. That's for sure. Reset that down to 10. Bummer. And we even got the 50-50. It's beautiful. No Surtur. Unfortunately, the games with Surtur today, people just retreated, but that's okay.